On this episode of Safety Optional, we're snake wrestling. Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of Safety Optional. I'm Evan, and today I'm doing some more work on our Jeep V8 swap project. I'm sitting here right now in front of the donor engine. This is the V8 that we're going to put into our Comanche pickup. I realized that we've been doing a lot of work on this project and haven't really talked about this engine that much. This is a 2005 Chevrolet LM7 V8 engine. This is part of the LS series of motors from Chevrolet. It puts out roughly 300 horsepower, which will not quite triple the amount of horsepower that our Comanche came with. So my goal for today is going to be getting the pounds upon pounds of wiring out of this so we can start working on it and getting it ready to transfer into the Comanche. Some of the most critical components that we've got to get out of this are the computers. And one of them is right here. This is the main computer for this engine, for this vehicle. And we're going to have to take particular care taking care of this. And it looks like the wiring bolts to the computer. I'm going to go ahead and take it loose so when we're flapping all these wires around, we're not banging that computer around. It also has a separate module up here that's mounted to the firewall that controls the throttle position control. And then we got this main power distribution block here. So there's quite a few deals like that. So there's quite a few computers and sensors and controls that we need to really take care of and preserve. They're the key part of this deal. Even if we were to bail out on using this wiring harness and buy like a painless wiring kit or something like that, we'd still need the computers. So they're critical. I want to take extra special care to preserve these gaskets here. All right. One. So this thing just clips right in there. That's pretty handy. These are all held on with this little Christmas tree clips. One key, of course, and you might have noticed in some of the other videos, we're doing our best to label every wire or every connector so we know where they all go. You can see there's another fuse panel up here in the dash. And of course, we're saving all the trim parts to deal with the vehicle. All right, this computer just slides out nice and easy. Bam. I'll take a picture for record. And because I don't know what all these computers or parts are, I'm using a little Google action, and that tells me with that part number, that is the body control module. So that's the pile of wires that came out from just under the hood. Well, in the spirit of dewiring things, let's take some of the wiring out of this the Jeep. So all these are what went to the motor. Stark contrast to our Chevy. Well, so here's a lesson in 80s and 90s model Jeeps. These reservoirs get really brittle, and if you lean on them, they crack. Nice. I want you to look at that. Tell me that this engine was in great shape. Yuck. Alright, so I'm working on decluttering the engine compartment of the Jeep pickup. Getting rid of all the junk that we're not going to need for the V8. So far I've gotten a few odds and ends out, but I really need to take the bulk of the wiring out. All the stuff tied to the vacuum system, all the fuel delivery system, and yeah, just all the wiring for that thing. So slowly but surely I'm working my way through it. This ratchet makes a great hammer. If you don't know how I know, watch my last video. I have no idea what those wires ever went to. All right, well, I put in several hours working on this, and I'm sweaty and tired, and I've got places to go and things to do, so I'm going to call it a day. But I got all of the engine compartment wiring harness for the Tahoe out. It goes with this lovely engine here. Got the body control module, the main power block, and the main computer out. And we're going to set those aside for safekeeping. Then I turned my attention to the Comanche pickup and got out a bunch of junk from the engine compartment that we don't need. And that'll all go in the bed of the truck and eventually to the trash can if we don't need to repurpose any of these little parts. Right now we're saving most everything because you never know what little odds and ends you might need to repurpose. But I know it's not very exciting to watch, but we've reached that part of the project where it's just really slow and tedious and boring, and you're going to start seeing lots of little odds and ends. But once we start putting things back together, we're going to start showing you a lot more detail, a lot more of the little technical aspects of what we're going to do. But we've still got a little ways to get there. We've got to get the engine compartment cleaned up some more in the Comanche, and then we need to do some brake work so we can roll around, it'll stop. Put some better wheels on it and get it just where it's movable and usable and easier to work on. So look forward to that coming up in future episodes as well. But for today, I'm gonna go take a break. Thanks for watching Safety Optional.